Hello, namaskar, and welcome to my startup TV. I'm your host, Major Sunil Shetty. I'm back with another episode of Swaraksha, a show brought to you in collaboration with Swaraksha Mahotsav 2025. In this series, we showcase innovative companies that are building solutions to strengthen India's infrastructure and also self reliance. Today, we feature Indiana Technical Ceramics, a pioneering provider of advanced ceramic solutions for industries and very specifically for strategic sectors like defense. Joining me is Ms. Disha Sanjay Sarogi, who is the Chief Marketing Officer, who will share her insights about the company's journey, innovations, the kind of innovation they were doing, and their vision for future. Disha, welcome to the show. As a company, what role are you playing? The advanced ceramic that we talk, isn't it something many people outside the industry know much about? Could you explain what's it, in such a, what's advanced ceramic all about?
So, Indiana Technical Ceramics is actually a family business owned by my father and his brothers. For the past 30 years, we have been catering to the textile industry as OEM manufacturers in India. But for the last few years, we have expanded our reach to other technical industries, for example, medical, defense, then renewable energy, and etc. But let me tell you what ceramics is all about, the advanced ones. So, for example, for the defense and for medical, we have been making and customizing technical ceramics in different materials that require, a larger, a thicker hardness, uh, in materials like 99.9% purity alumina, then 96% titania, then zirconia, and then ZTA. So these are the four different kinds of materials that we play with in advanced ceramics. So if there is anything that can be made in ceramic, we can customize them into these four categories of materials.
Can you share, some real world examples or applications where your solutions have made a difference?
We are customizing one product for ISRO, and that we've just started with them. So that product is going to be used in space, and that is going to hold two different lines coming together, and it is going to work as a shaft. So it is kind of a roller that is going to be installed on the top to hold the two pipes that are coming together.
Amazing. Indian companies building for space as well. So, what makes Indian technical ceramics different? Is it the R&D that stands out over the competition, or what goes into it?
If we compare Indiana Technical Ceramics with other vendors in the world out there, Indiana Technical Ceramics is very different because the kind of quality that we provide is very different. For example, we use German or Japanese raw material, which provides us with 99.9% of purity, which helps us to get the hardness or RA value, or the density that is required by the customer. If we choose a Chinese vendor, you can see the difference that a Chinese quality or a Chinese raw material won't be able to provide you with these benchmarks.
So when you say it cannot provide you these benchmarks, that means your own in-house R&D is quite strong, isn't it? I mean, if you can talk about the R&D itself, how much time have you spent onto this? How many years your company has been building? Are there any patents that you have, that is very unique to you as compared to others?
For R&D, it's an ongoing process. Even if it's been 30 years for us being in the same line, every day we are putting some amount of, energy and resources in R&D because we're getting something new every day. For example, at our company itself, we have a 1 lakh square feet huge plant. And there we have different kinds of machines where you can put the ceramic in the projector and you can get the RA value. Then we have Mitutoyo as the main company for all equipments of hardness, density, everything else. And then we also make molds in house. So when for making molds in house, it's a whole different kind of setup that is required. And when we make the molds in house, we have the 100% freedom of doing what we want to, what all changes we can do. Everything is in our hand. So right from the mold to the end product, everything is made under one roof. So that's the main R&D, that like everything is happening under the same roof, all R&D.
Are you only looking at defense and space, or the other sectors or industries that you also service?
So we're also looking at defense, textiles, medical, renewable energy. Then, for example, solar inverters that are made in India right now, we're supplying them ceramic chips, which are helpful in the inverter that they're making. So even those ceramic chips are made in-house by us.
Of all these industries that you're helping currently working with, where is the demand coming from for your products? Is it from defense? Is it from space, or the solar that you're looking for? Where are the demand coming from?
For demand, it is endless for us because we're the only company in India who is making technical ceramics for these kind of materials and providing the quality that is equivalent to German or Japan. And for the market, if we see, we have been we already have 95% of textile market with us for the last 30 years, but now we are moving forward with solar and medical and defense.
Opportunity areas like renewable energy, aerospace, are these the new areas or new opportunity areas for you?
Definitely, these are the new opportunities for us. For example, a American company who is making shafts for Boeings and G-liners, they have contacted us to make ceramic rollers for us that are used in those shafts. So we have already been supplying them for the last 2 years. So these are all different kind of opportunities that have been, coming to us through our website or maybe word of mouth through our well-wishers.
Very commendable for an Indian company to be able to do that. So why I say that is because you're in advanced technology, right? You're building something very unique, and it has got a global appeal. It's got big companies looking for, like you said, Boeing, right? So the Make in India, how's that influencing your company's growth strategy?
Make in India is helping us a lot. For example, I shall tell you, my father has been taking part in, or maybe like our company, Indiana Technical Ceramics, has been participating in different kinds of fairs since 2000 in Spain, Turkey, Milan. And this has been, if you know, ITMA, which is the biggest exhibition in the world that is catering to the textile industry. So in 2000s, until 2016 and 17, India was not very well known for Make in India products and the quality that India could supply them. So even if we showcased our products to Germans or, European people or European companies, they were not very well versed, or they did not trust us so much as they do today. So in the last 5 years that I have been in my company, since I have joined, I have personally participated in exhibitions in Europe and around Asia, and we've seen a major growth, a major change because of Make in India. So today when we participate, one of the major banners in our stall says Make in India, and people see that, they come to us and they're like, wow, you make it in India. We so like, they're surprised and they're shocked that we can provide the same thing for a cheaper cost and for a better quality.
Well, that's what India is known, right? We can do the best of the things at fraction of a cost. Be it sending a spacecraft to Mars, at less than a Hollywood film. So deep tech manufacturing isn't easy. What challenges do you face in scaling, and how do you overcome them? Your operations.
So for us, one of the major challenges is labor. For example, the training that goes behind them, behind training the labor. And India is a market India's a country where there are so many festivals coming up every other day. So when there are festivals coming up, the laborers, they take a leave or something, the entire operation gets affected. So we make sure that we train two kinds of groups, labors, and then like one, if one is not there, the other group is ready to take it over, take it forward. And that's how we're moving forward. Also, we've now gotten automatic machines where the labor input can be put aside, and those automatic machines can do the work for making ceramics, because ceramics is a very intensive process of making. For example, it takes you around 20 to 45 days to make one piece.
Yeah, we had visited one of the bulletproof companies that makes bulletproof jackets, and that's what they were telling us, that the ceramic plates are very, time consuming, and talent is another thing, right? So how do you attract and retain right talent for for you, because you're in a specialized field?
You can never find the right kind of people. It is always how you train them, how you build them with the kind of surrounding that you want in your company. So we keep doing sessions on weekends, and kind of group meetings and all, where we talk about our vision and what we want from those kind of people to achieve the best.
You yourself are a third generation now, third generation entrepreneur. Though you started off, you're working with as a chief marketing officer. What are you, when you look at your company, what are your vision, like what's your vision like coming next 5 years, 10 years time?
Next 5 years or 10 years, our vision as a company is to expand globally, because we already have the Indian market with us. Our vision is to expand globally, even for textiles, for medical purposes, for defense, and for renewable energy.
A woman entrepreneur in a setup which is run by which is a family business, which is there for last 30 plus years. Did you face any specific challenges within your own organization, adapting to the work that's been happening there? If you could share that.
Definitely. I studied from the University of Warwick, and I did my master's from there. After coming back to India, I joined my family business. Once I started going to my factory, the biggest challenge was to get work done on a timely basis, and for people to like take me seriously as a woman. For them to face a women in a technical business like this is very different and out of the box. Like, they've never seen women working in a technical business. So with time, with patience, I developed my trust with them, and once they started trusting me, I've made like major changes in the company's organization. We've gone totally online from every kind of department in the organization, and now I'm firmly looking at the export business.
So startup are one of the major things that's happening in India, right, across, and many big companies are working with startups. Are you as a company, are you working with any of these startups? Do you have any program to onboard startups or work with them, or even do R&D with them?
No, not yet. But for the future, we welcome any kind of startup who wants to do any R&D. We're always ready to work with them, support them for India's betterment.
As a young entrepreneur yourself, and working in a family business, what's your message? And having, as a women entrepreneur, you also have seen certain challenges, right? What is your message for likes of you? There must be other women entrepreneurs who are third generation, who's joining the family business. What advice or what would you tell them when they're starting off?
My advice to women entrepreneurs would be to firstly be patient with joining. I've seen personally that when I take participate in international exhibitions, and when people meet me, they're like, wow, I wish my daughter was joining my family business. So it would be a humble request from my side, like me as a women entrepreneur, to support other women to take their family business forward. it is not impossible for them to take it forward. It is very easy, and I think what women can do, even men cannot achieve. So we have like stronger power, and I think we can do anything in this world. Women's are made for that.
Women are worshipped, and this, I mean, the reason why one of the philosophies that the reason why our goddesses have 10 hands is because that just depict that they are multitaskers, right? So, as a young entrepreneur and innovator yourself, what message do you have for people who are working on deep tech or material science, in the startup world, or people who are students in colleges?
I think R&D today plays the biggest and major role. So never think that all your resources or some kind of energy is going to waste. I would say that keep working on those tasks every day. You don't know where that might help you and where it might lead you to another new opportunity. So never get demotivated. Every task that you take up should be with 100% of your energy.
My Startup TV, we are a media house for businesses like yours, for your startups. We cover, we carry their stories, we showcase them and we try to be a bridge between, the companies and the startup ecosystem. What do you think about the kind of work we are doing?
It's nice to see companies like you coming up and supporting companies like us, so that we get a larger audience where people can like find us easily on social media, talk about like hear our podcast, and maybe get in touch with us much more easily than finding us on Google or going to a company website and all.
We will be hosting you on an exclusive show to talk about your personal experience as an entrepreneur, as a third generation entrepreneur and a women entrepreneur in a family business. We will do that show with you in coming time. So thank you for being on our show. Viewers, if you want to be part of our Swaraksha Mahotsav 2025, we are bringing a series called Swaraksha, which is broadcast at 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Monday to Saturday. This is leading up to the event, a bigger event coming up in Visakhapatnam in September, which is Swaraksha Mahotsav 2025, where companies which are associated with or they're working or innovating for the armed forces, for the defense sector, would be showcasing their products. So if you want to know what's happening, what's coming up, do follow us Monday to Friday at 2 p.m. for the Swaraksha Show. Thank you very much for being on the show.